Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 Waking the Tiger DLC. I am Sabouts once again with Commissar Roach.
Hello.
And exciting episode. We've actually crushed the Nazis during the Civil War, and it's basically just rebuild time. Rebuild and trying to figure out, our path that we're going to take.
Yeah, the Nazis decided they didn't want to give up Germany, so they did some fanatical resistance, which damaged everything. Which we have to rebuild that, unfortunately.
And then our army is pretty crippled. We're going to go ahead and put our fronts up now, but we don't have a whole lot. I mean, the Navy's completely destroyed, the Air Force took a beating, and then our actual ground forces are just...
I've put a hold on all of our Air Force orders, and I've put a hold on our naval orders. They're going back to base.
Okay,
They're
awesome.
no longer on patrols. We're going to hold off on modifying the government, because we're going to let the those bills run out.
Yep.
And those will cost us, it'll cost us like 60 political power or something like that at this point. So, we just let them run out now. We'll be good. And, instead of letting it run so far that we get so many, we get a huge amount, it costs so much that we could never, let it go later on.
Yeah, exactly. Then we just got to keep letting it go until it builds up.
We've ran through our orders of naval ships, so now we're just working on the 2 battleships that were in the slips, which is good because we lost all the battleships in the German Navy.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about putting up a order of heavy cruisers.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good idea. We've got some free dockyards, right? So it's saying here.
Yeah, so we'll make 1 a year right now. We'll put in an order for 4. I think 4 is good, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because we had that before, and they're all at the bottom of the Baltic now.
Yeah. Yep. No resurfacing those. They're gone.
Yeah, it was a valiant effort by the rightful German Navy, though. They held the Nazis.
Exactly, and it had to happen. It ended up being a very costly victory, but it was...
We secured the Baltic Sea through that victory. So that's what matters.
It was technically the first major victory I think we had in the war.
Yeah, because we had that defeat in the north, because they pushed us back, along the entire line for a while. And almost got to Hamburg at one point. Gotta say, the stories that can come out of this game are really nice.
Oh, that's the best part about Paradox games.
Yeah, the stories. Nobody has the same one. It's always different.
Yeah, that's the wonderful part. I always like when I ever played EU4, I always the different crazy things that would happen. Like occasionally I'd get one time I got a Scotland, England randomly in an Iron Man game. It was crazy.
Oh, like they split up and they were independent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always nice. CK2 is very fun too. I had this one game. It's one of the few games I've actually played to completion, in terms of from the beginning to the end of the timeline. Where I played this, I played an English family in England, and I united the entirety of the island and Ireland into Britannia. And then through twists of fate with family, I also inherited Germany and Italy.
Oh my goodness.
The land masses.
Wow.
And so it was the majority of Germany, the majority of Italy were under Britannia. And then I also took most of the English Channel coastline of France throughout the war. And the cool part was that I wasn't Christian. I mean, it was Christian, but I was the family was Cathar, which is a Christian heresy, Catholic heresy. The only reason I did that was because I wanted female rulers, and they were the easiest way of getting it. And I converted the entirety of the island and most of Germany to Cathar. So it was this. So Catholicism had lost its hold over
most of the land.
Yeah, already. And I also controlled Italy, which was starting to make Cathar, so like even the stronghold of Rome and the Pope was starting to wear away. Like it was a fun game, really fun.
Yeah, that sounds like that's the best part.
Yeah, and I also found out that names are weighted based on the amount of prestige the person who holds the original name had. So I had this really good king really early on that was like Elwolf or something like that. It had like one of the Middle English letters that looked like an A and an F together. And that name kept popping up randomly in my family and in the world. Because he had a prestige so great. He was known as the Great. And he just like they started seeing like German counts that named their sons after that old king of Britannia. Which was kind of cool. Things like that spread. It creates those stories. It's very nice.
Nationalist Spain actually pulling ahead in that war there.
They normally do. It's very rare to see Republican Spain win. They're in a worse situation. Because National Spain's got a contiguous territory, while Republican Spain's got part of their territory that's in an enclave.
Yeah.
It's so easy to just destroy that, and then they're at an immediate disadvantage. I've seen it. It's not to say I haven't seen it happen, but it's rare.
Yes, definitely. Should we... Let's see. We've got some resources, insufficient resources. I think we're missing a little bit of chromium. I don't know if we should.
That's only for the battleships right now. So we can hold off on that.
We can hold off then. And then... We're not modifying the government yet.
Yeah, we're waiting on those bills to expire.
We had some freed up military factories, but that was... Some of them were destroyed, too.
Yeah, we haven't repaired any of them yet. Because I'm focusing on repairing the civilian factories first. To get us back up to a full,
and
a full complement. And then we can focus on repairing the military factories.
And we've almost got a surplus of infantry equipment.
Oh, we do? Oh, yeah, we do. There. That is nice. Maybe... Then, once we get a surplus, we can start producing some divisions.
Yeah,
rebuilding the military.
Because I think, let's see, we're looking at 63 a day, so...
You can actually go to you can hover your mouse over it, I think. Yeah, hover your mouse over the deficit and it'll tell you when it should be, when the shortage should be gone.
8 more days.
About 8 days. The games of is that the 11th Olympiad? I think that's 11th. XI is 11? Yeah, XI is 11. 11. Olympic Games were recently held in undamaged parts of the devastated and newly rebuilt Berlin, Germany. Well, that's a nice little...
Oh, cool.
That's a nice little thing. Attended by athletes from 49 different nations across the world. The 1936 Summer Olympics are the first in history to have enjoyed limited live television coverage. The games, a symbol of renewed German national unity, were also a significant propaganda victory for the new German regime, which, despite the tremendous costs of rebuilding the nation after the Civil War, spent lavishly on the event. German athletes saw the most success, winning 33 gold medals, while the Americans came in second with 24. 4 of these were won by Jesse Owens, the single most successful athlete of the games.
Nice.
They actually added some flavor text in there to reflect the fact that
cool.
That it was not Hitler there. We finished a doctrine. We got the delay just in time for the war to be over. But I think it would pay to have to go down the next doctrine.
Yeah, right down to the elastic defense.
Yeah. I think that would work.
Yep, I agree.
When we have the bonus, why not use it?
And we are in a surplus of infantry equipment now.
Good. Okay. So why don't we train up a class of 5 divisions? Of infantry divisions, just straight infantry. And we'll make that 2 runs of that, and we'll just build them in Berlin.
Yep, that's perfect. And then that'll give us, for both armies, that gives us 5 for both armies.
Well, I was thinking just immediately put all of those into North Army.
Okay.
Because you're the lowest right now, and that would put you actually still at 1 lower than First Army.
Oh, I see that. Yep. Plus, I've got all that all that border too.
Yeah. We also need to create a detachment to send to East Prussia.
Yeah, that's right. They ended up calling all those troops over because that fell to Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
They controlled that for a while.
And there was no chance of us taking it for a while. We didn't even have the there was a chance of us taking it once we got the seas, but
there was no point.
Yeah.
It
was another air base. Could have used it as an air point, but that was about it.
But we'll need it now if we go to, well, depending on what we end up doing next.
I forgot. Rommel has traits that he can pick now. Because we have a 100 command power in the bank, and he has spare traits he can buy. So he's going to pick up Guerrilla Fighter. That was the only one available to him.
Yeah, I can actually pick a trait here for Manstein.
What can he get?
He's got Guerrilla Fighter is one. There's also Fortress Buster and Scavenger. Fortress Buster, give an attack 20 plus 20%. Enables ability Siege Artillery. Scavenger, equipment capture ratio gain 10%.
Oh yeah, that's a new thing, is like when you're fighting somebody, your units can capture guns from the battlefield and use them.
That's pretty useful, actually.
Yeah.
Then the entrenchment speed plus 25% for a Guerrilla Fighter. You took Guerrilla Fighter?
Yeah, that's what Rommel took.
Yeah. What are you thinking for Manstein? Maybe try that Scavenger, see how it goes for us?
Yeah. It looks good. It's mutually exclusive with Fortress Buster, but I don't think we're going to be going up against any fortresses anytime soon.
No, not for a while. We'll have other generals by then. Secure the new state.
Alright. We have now a choice. Revive the Kaiserreich or reestablish free elections.
And yeah, we talked about this for a bit because they both are really cool options.
Yeah, essentially, if you don't know, what the free elections does is you essentially create like what's kind of a proto-EU. Like it's the Central European Alliance that you can create, and you can bring a lot of like nations into it, and then fight against, like, I think you basically fight against communism is what happens. But if you go down the Kaiserreich route, there's a lot of interesting options for maybe revenge on certain things. People that may have given you crap during the First World War. So I think we basically went with revive the Kaiserreich, bring the Kaiser back,
which is pretty cool.
Yep. So we're gonna pick that, bringing back the German Empire. We're gonna party like it's 1910.
Yeah, bring back the old monarchy. And he's actually gonna come back because he was exiled.
Yeah, he was still alive when Germany took over the Netherlands. So he was exiled. So technically, he was exiled from Germany. So he was in this quasi-state when they actually took over the Netherlands, because Germany it was under the control of Germany, but it wasn't technically German territory.
Yeah. Yep.
There were actually generals during that time that wanted to bring Wilhelm II back in and reinstate the monarchy, but Hitler wouldn't have it.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure that's the last thing he wanted.
Yeah.
Because then that just kind of, there's going to be some sympathizers for the monarchy and the old Kaiser.
Yeah. And he was already dealing with like death, like possibility of assassination stuff even back then. Okay, only 18 days left for those bills, and then we pay them. There'll be 60 power, pay for those, but that won't be a big deal because we have 325 in the bank.
We're doing pretty good now for that. And then, are we thinking of making some political actions here? Maybe, how are we doing for the fascist party? Oh, it's
fascist party
not
only
doing
10%.
too great. Yeah.
Yep, and its daily change is negative 0.5. Because we have a clamp down on fascism idea from that last one. So that should be pretty good. I think the next thing we should do is actually modify the government, because we can get definitely some research and production companies and get those instituted, which will help us in the long run.
Yeah.
How is our stockpile? Well, those new divisions would definitely put us in the deficit again, but it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, they have to happen eventually, so it says that we're going to be out of the shortage in 18 days anyways. So just rebuilding that up. And those divisions are pretty, they're doing all right. They're getting close to equipment. We'll let them sit there till they're fully trained.
First new class in a while. So, also, people may have noticed the Gebugsjägers, or the mountain divisions, actually have a little symbol next to them now. They're one of our limited Special Forces units. Because now Special Forces are kind of a special thing. Funny enough. Essentially what that means is you can only have a certain amount of Special Forces templates available. Which is affected by certain technologies you take. You can either make them more numerous, or you can make them better. More numerous makes them less good overall, but you can have more of them, and vice versa. You can make them better, but there's less of them. So they're actually so you can't just have whole armies of paratroopers and mountaineers and things like that anymore. You have to actually kind of have a balanced and diverse force. And those are actually force multipliers now.
I kind of like that. That's pretty neat. I think
it gives you something to.
Yeah, it gives you kind of a route to take. I like the idea of like a small group but very advanced group of special forces.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if paratroopers count as special forces or not in this game.
That's a good point. Yeah, I guess we'll have to find out.
Because that's gonna be
like Army Rangers, you know.
Yeah, that's gonna be the end of an era. Because you used to be able to have like 100,000 paratroopers just falling from the skies.
Oh my god! Yeah, right. Falling from the skies right into like Washington or something.
Yeah, those bills are now over. So we're no longer paying them. We're no longer doing anything. We don't have to extend it. So essentially until 5th of July 1937, where consumer goods factories are at 20% of our total factories. So basically we're using 28 of our factories in consumer goods.
Okay.
So we only have 6 that are doing anything right now on our production line. But it's not too far away. I think it's good to do that now than not to have done it. And
we're doing all right in repairs. We've got a lot of factories that were repaired, and we're finishing up the last bit.
Yeah. So we have political power to spend. I'm thinking modify the government.
Okay. What are you thinking for that?
Let's see here. Well, what do we got here? We could go with one of these research and production slots.
Maybe industrial? Let's see.
An industrial concern? Yeah, we've got 3 options. We've got a refining concern, industrial concern, and an electronics concern.
Those two, let's see, it's all research time, but the refining's the synthetic resources research time, so it's all research gains. Electronics,
I think industrial's pretty good, because we need a good industrial base.
Yeah, exactly. We're getting ready to, well, we're trying to rebuild right now is a lot of it, and being able to increase research, or decrease that research time could help.
Yeah, so I'm thinking industrial?
Yeah.
I think is what we're agreeing on? Okay. Pick that one up. We have one more we can pick.
Well, we could do, let's see, what's theorist if we wanted to go with that, or material design. That's infantry. Motorized equipment. Or we could go... We had mentioned going tanks, so that's 2 research finished.
Yeah, tank designer. So we have a choice between Porsche, Henschel, and Man. Or Man. I guess you don't overpronounce the man part. Either way. So essentially, mobile tank designer, medium tank designer, or heavy tank designer.
Boy, I'm almost thinking...
the idea of mobile.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking... Yeah, max speed, 5%, reliability plus 10%.
Yeah, which gives us a huge advantage. I mean, that lets us push quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, medium tank designer gives you soft attack and reliability, but, I mean, that speed. That's that base speed increase plus reliability, 10%?
It's a huge reliability.
Yeah, compared with everything else. So yeah, I think Henschel. Go with Henschel.
Yeah, let's do it. And we'll go for like a more light, quick attack.
Yeah, utilizing post-war Germany tank design philosophy. It's like, why are we putting armor on the Leopard? It's just make it paper thin and just make it go fucking really fast.
Really fast. They can't shoot it if it's moving quick.
Exactly.
Good luck trying to hit it while it's going 60 miles per hour.
It's 1937, so we can actually look at going for some new techs on some of these things.
All right.
And industrial, we have a complete line of techs now that we can take.
All right, so yeah, we've got concentrated industry 2, construction 2, and the oil and rubber processing, plus improved machine tools. Boy, they're all so good.
Yeah, essentially we'll be taking all of these, at least all the construction industry and reproduction ones. I don't know about the synthetic oil ones yet, but we'll definitely be taking those 3 on the left. It's just which one do we want first?
Ooh, probably construction 2. Give us that bonus in construction speed, but plus factory repair speed.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, pick that one up. And do we want to get some of these support companies up? Because we have a lot that we still don't actually have, like maintenance companies for our tanks.
Yeah, we're definitely going to want to do that. We're still working on radio. We've got only 2 days left of that, actually.
All right, let's pick up maintenance companies.
Yep. And then once the radio's done, we can go for signal company.
That, or we could get the new artillery piece, I think, because that's a 1937 tech. Possibly. I'm not sure about that one, but we could definitely try it.
Yes.
Or we could research a chassis sub-design for the Panzer I and use our Panzer I stocks. Because I think we've still got... how many of these we got? Yeah, we still have 119 Panzer Is in the reserve.
Okay.
That we're not using. So if you go to tanks...
Yep.
There's 3 little buttons on the Panzer I.
Okay.
And we can choose between the Flak Panzer, Sturmpanzer, and a Panzerjäger. So anti-tank, artillery, or anti-air. And mounted on the chassis of the Panzer I.
Ooh. And so we can actually utilize those. Because are we still upgrading those? Is that what we're doing right now?
No, we have reserve Panzer IIs now. So basically all of our Panzer Is are off the line. They're just kind of sitting in a warehouse.
Okay, so we should probably upgrade them. Yeah, make them useful.
So what do we want to do with them? Do we want to have mobile artillery pieces, mobile anti-air pieces, or mobile anti-tank?
Well, I guess it depends. Where's our weak spot right now?
Well, we only have Panzer IIs right now. And see, here's my idea. Here's my philosophy behind it.
Yep.
But feel free to interject, because, yeah. I like having the mobile anti-tank, like the tank destroyer design.
Yep.
And the mobile artillery piece. Because, essentially, panzer divisions don't have artillery. At least, they can't have towed artillery. Because if they have towed artillery, they're slowing them down.
Yep.
But if you have mobile artillery pieces, they're not as good as regular artillery, but they'll be able to keep up with the actual divisions.
Okay. That makes sense,
And then you can use that to help, because it has a good soft attack value. So you can kind of break up infantry formations. And you definitely want the tank, because... that gives you a really good punching power to kind of boost up your heart attack. So that's usually what I do. I don't usually go with the anti-air, but it's and what we prioritize is kind of up in the air. It's up to you as well.
No, I think the artillery is a good idea.
Okay, so we'll research the bison. It'll be 42 days before we get that. Okay, that's a good round of research. Revive the Kaiser Reich.
All right.
We do have a choice now. Rebuild the Nation is the next one, which grants National Spirit Rebuild the Nation, factory repair speed plus 20%.
Yeah, and it only takes 35 days, so we should grab that up now.
Yeah.
Especially while we're still doing all that repairing.
We have a lot to do. Still got 3 factories to repair, 6 factories to do the repairing with for a while.
And, ooh.
The Hindenburg disaster. So that happened this time. Unfortunately. Oh, the humanity.
Dang it.
We're not going to have Zeppelins. We're not going to be able to export it. The Marco Polo Bridge incident. So Japanese and Chinese forces have skirmished inconclusively over the strategic Marco Polo Bridge located just southwest of Beijing. She has accepted full responsibility for the incident, forwarding a apology to Japan, as well as agreeing to extensive territory concessions. This has surprised many experts who had predicted that the border tension would erupt into a full-blown war. Oh, does that mean...
Huh.
Huh.
Are they... Well, it says... Are they not gonna...
Are they not gonna go to war now? Because Beijing's not... I think that was an ahistorical decision that just happened. China just finally just bowed down. And like, don't hit me. Don't hit me.
Well, just like that, China just kind of rolled over.
Gave up. That is odd. I wonder how that's going to affect things.
That's, boy, I find it hard to believe that Japan wouldn't push. I don't know, I guess we'll have to see.
They're definitely going to push that. They're definitely going to keep pushing it. I doubt they're going to just let that go. Damn it, we couldn't spark the war. Well, we'll have to do it some other way.
And, we're back up to producing fighters.
Oh, we are?
And close air support. Tactical bombers turning out.
We need naval bombers on the line as well, because we lost one during the war. We're only producing 0.2 a day of fighters, so yeah, we definitely need...
Did we end up getting that? Yeah, we ended up getting that heavy fighter research. I don't know if we
did. I think we need to rebuild our current fighter forces. Since most of our factories have been repaired, I'm just going to start putting things down on the production queue. So that we can get our industry and all of our stockpiles back up.
Yeah,
especially for our fighter craft. We definitely want those up.
Yep, we're actually starting to get that. It says 142 days till the shortage is over.
And that's currently only at 23% production efficiency, so that'll be going up every day. So we'll be getting more. So right now we're at 1.9 a week. Now we're at 1.92 a week. So it's going up as time goes up.
We got our divisions.
5 divisions. You know how to put those into an army, right? You just select them and then right-click on the portrait of the guy. And
we had talked about, putting them right into the North Army there, which will probably end up changing.
Yeah, because that'll bolster your forces a bit.
You know, actually, I'm going to keep it called the North Army, because then we can kind of track even where it goes over the course of the next X amount of years. We can always know that was the North Army. Okay, rebuild the nation. That's gonna help a lot. And elastic defense. Fan Prussian militarism, a new and better Germany.
Ooh, that's recruitable population up 0.5%, which is a lot, actually. Training time negative 10%, so we can definitely get our military back up to snuff.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. Boy, the other one's really good too. Another New and Better Germany.
Hey, that's only 35 days. And these are not mutually exclusive. I think we should do a New and Better Germany.
Yeah,
we've got
I think so
a couple
too.
of factories in the queue, so we'll put that one on.
Boy, those are both really good, and for 35 days, that's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. So we have our first branch in our doctrine tree. And these are mutually exclusive. Should we go for mobile infantry or blitzkrieg?
Oh, where is that?
Technology. That's the doctrine, land doctrines.
Okay, yep. Ooh, mobile infantry armored. Let's see.
Join the mobile infantry today. Would you like to know more?
Almost thinking probably Blitz, if we're going
Blitz?
with
Going the historical route?
Yeah, because if we've already got the we're going with the
tanks.
faster tanks, right? So
yeah, that gives us that. I don't think I've never really gone down mobile infantry though. That's the thing. It's always that because it does have kind of an interesting little modifiers to it. But yeah, I guess Blitz is fine. We'll pick that one up. That gives us the Blitz attack tactic, plus a 20% breakthrough chance, and +3 organization for any tanks that we have. So that's fairly good.
yeah, I think it'll help us a lot with what particular style of play we're going with the tanks.
Yeah, and that artillery piece is almost done as well. It's only 4 days out. But we are at the end of this episode.
Yes, we are. Wow. Yeah. Woo. We're very good at going over our going
over our time.
Going over our time, but that's all right. That's gonna happen when you're actually enjoying what you're doing. So, well, with that being said, though, yeah, rebuilding Germany. We're almost there. I feel like we're. Oh, and actually, the name did change to the German Empire. I didn't catch that.
Well, yes, it did.
All right. Well, hope that everybody enjoyed it, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.